Hey everybody, welcome back. It is a beautiful day today, Friday, December 13th. January 13th, 2018. And it is day 4 of the USBA Gabriels Tour event, live here from Casino del Sol. We got Larry Hundley versus Alfonso TORRES. I'm sitting here with Dennis Dieckman, and he has a little bit of insight on this particular match and the upcoming matches today. So, how you doing this morning, Dennis?
I'm here and loving it.
Great. So am I.
And I did take a shower today. At any rate.
Too much information.
Yes. Okay, you're correct. We have here Mr. Alfonso TORRES, who plays out of Florida, and Larry Hundley, who I forget where he plays from. I apologize, Larry. And if Larry wins, then a fellow by name of Ray Raskin, who doesn't have any more games to play.
Out of Wisconsin. Mm-hmm.
Right. No, actually, he's from San Jose, California, or someplace.
Oh,
like
Ray
that.
Raskin. I'm sorry, I got mixed up with Gary Eakey for some reason.
Yeah, and Eakey is Oshkosh, by gosh, Wisconsin.
Yes.
And I apologize to Mr. Hundley, but Alfonso has a average that exceeds Larry's by about 50%, so I'm actually going to go out on a limb and make a prediction that Mr. TORRES beats Mr. Hundley, in which case Mr. TORRES gets in rather than Ray Raskin. So Ray's sweating this one, and so this is a really...
Is there a point spread, though, that needs to occur? He just needs to win.
Yeah, he just needs to win, and if he loses, then he and Ray will...
Well, no, it'll be then it'll carry over to points. So
right, and Ray will go in points.
Yeah, well, hold on though. How many points does Alfonso need in order to?
He has. It doesn't matter if he gets 19.
Okay.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just the way it is. Flight B, Mercedes has one match to go. If she wins it, she'll be undefeated, and even if she loses it, she'll be in.
Mm-hmm.
And Danny Colas from Buffalo,
yes, is
at 5-1. His only loss to Mercedes, and he's in also. So that flight's been settled. Let's see. Flight C, there's someone is in, I forget. I guess I missed something here, but there is a, let's see. We'll have to go in that one, but
I'm in it now, looking at it.
Oh, yes. Thibodeau is in with a record of 6-0. Now, and Craig Powers is in with a record of 4-2, and because he has one more point than Bobby Page got,
okay,
and with also a record of 4-2. So if Bobby Page had got one more point, he would be in because he beat Craig Powers. Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes, I mean, this is... And Flight D, Trung Nguyen is in, and Paul Feltman Jr., our gracious host from the Casino de Tal, played at 5-1, and he is in. Flight E has also been determined. Mr. Ta Nguyen at 6-0, playing at around 750.
Yeah.
And Trey Kane is in at 4-2, playing at 481. So that's been settled, and those are both in the finalists. Flight F. Oh, this is an interesting one. Hector Ocampo is in, 5-1. And a fellow by the name of Pete Folson, who's 78 years old. is at 5-1 also.
Okay.
However, in Pete's one loss, he doesn't quite have enough points, and so there's a very critical match. Jim Shovak will be playing a fellow by name of Burke Keskin, and Burke is 4-1. He beats Jim, then he's 5-1, and he has more points than the 78-year-old man.
I see.
So he gets in. If Jim beats Burke, neither one of them gets in. I'm going to have to pick Shovak here because he's got a little better average, and I think he's got a little more, I don't know. I wish both of them good luck, but this is going to be Pete will be there sweating this match out, I'm sure. And let's see. Freddie Lammers is in at 5-1, playing at 673. And a gentleman by the name of Ramses C. I call him the Pharaoh, Verlinden. He's in at 4-2, as he has 32 wins in his losses. And Dan Louie, the great pool player who honored us by playing here, also was 4-2, but he had 21 points in his losses. So Ramses beats him out on points. But thank you, Danny, for playing. And let's see.
Oh, he loves three cushions.
Oh, yeah.
I would suspect we'll see more of him in the coming years.
Oh, yeah. And in the last flight, Jim Hendricks is in 5-1, 613 average. And let's see, this is another one. Oh, that's a real sweaters match here. If Tom Rossman wins, he will get in. He's playing Eric Hughes. This is going to be a real interesting match. And because if Eric wins, Eric will be 5-1, so he'll get in. And Tom Rossman will be 4-2 if he wins, and that will be the same record as Richie Bridge. But Tom will win because he will have more points than Mr. Britt. So this is another coin toss. So there's
So at this point right now, this match we're watching, Larry's really just providing a service.
Yes.
Because he's not going to make it to the final 16-player bracket, but in order to determine those remaining players, Larry is required to play out his match. So
right.
Against Alfonso TORRES.
Well, and again, it's just, if Larry does happen to win, it will change the...
It'll change the fate of Ray Raskin.
Right, exactly. So...
give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Sure. Just in your copious spare time. Larry is from Phoenix. And we have a 6-person contingent from Arizona. What do you think?
Yeah, well, we've got the Feltmans. That's
Yeah,
2.
right, that's
well, yeah, and Trace Kane.
Okay.
Bernie Pettypiece.
Okay, right.
You got me kind of tongue.
Well,
I don't know. I don't remember who the other 2 are in your assessment of that, but trying to remember.
Yeah, well.
Who it is.
Just that was just for your information.
Okay, so innings are sort of like clicking by here. So
Well,
9th inning.
9 o'clock in the morning is.
Yeah, it's early. Well, no, it's not 9 in the morning. It's
Well, actually, yes, this did
it
start
was
at
9
10.
for you. You came early because you thought the stream was. I didn't know either until last night, like what time we were going to be here. So yeah, it looks like we have Ertan Tarhan at 796, Danny Colas 542, but Mercedes has one more match and is defeated at 667. Trindeau at 863. These are numbers being provided to us by Chris Carpenter in the chat room. Tong Win shooting 923. That's definitely impressive.
Yep.
Hector Ocampo, no, his bracket's not finished. Fred Lammers is shooting over 600. So is Jim Hendrickson. Tong Win has 120 points in 130 innings. Isn't that lovely? Thank you for those numbers, Chris.
Yeah, again, the bracket that Hector is in, who's the number 1 player, but boy, there could be. I mean, it's still a dogfight there. They're fighting for number 2.
Well, it's going to be a fun finals, that's for sure. It'll be it'll be races to 25, I believe. Those are going to be those matches, and we're going to start them today. As soon as these last 6 matches occur in the prelims.
And it will be a single elimination, not a round robin.
Yeah, it's single elimination, so it'll play out much faster. And boy, we're going to see some exciting matches, I tell you, because I don't know. I just feel like the level of play, in contrast to last year's the amateur event that we had, is just so much better for some
Right.
reason. I don't remember what the averages were last year. I don't have that sheet in front of me, but we also had a different environment too, because although we were here in this ballroom, we didn't have the lighting that we have this year, and honestly, I think that we saw players honestly make a commitment to improving and coming back this year even stronger. And I would imagine the same is going to be true of next year as well.
Well, Mr. Paul Feltman Sr. and Jr. both, I think they came close to doubling their averages from
Exceptional,
last year.
yeah.
And that's
it's really
pretty
nice.
good for a year. And Senior just lost out. I mean, he almost made the finals, and he's hobbling around. He needs a hip replacement. I mean, it's amazing just to watch this guy play and where his heart was.
Yeah.
And I have to make another, just after, of all the tournaments I've been in, and I've seen World Championships and Carom Cafe, and, I've just seen all levels of play. And I've found this thing to be sort of more exciting, interesting to watch than watching, a couple of guys
Paint dry? No, I'm
paint.
kidding.
No, well, I mean,
that it is a lot more exciting.
the players that play at 2 or 3 average or something silly like that,
Oh, I remember you've made that.
It's sort of
comparison.
you sort of know what's going to happen, and the only time you're surprised or excited or something is when these guys miss.
Yeah. Or some unbelievable shot,
And of course it's wonderful to see a 22 and out and something like that, but we've had so many games that have gone hill or 18-20 or something like that, and these guys are just the big boys. They're not playing for fun. It's their living. These people here, this is not their living.
Yeah.
And they've come from all over the country, and many friendships, I believe, have been made. And of course, at the other tournaments, friendships are made too. But I don't know. Just there's a thrill in the air here, that sometimes I don't see at the other levels. Not a criticism or anything, just
Well, no, it's just this event would be apples and oranges compared to that type of event. But apples are good and so are oranges.
Right. But
so that's the thing, is that there's still excitement, and that's the great thing about all cue sports, is that no matter what your skill level is,
right,
there's always good competition out there for you. So you could consider yourself just an awful player, but there's always someone out there who plays at your level that can give you a great match, and that you can find yourself being extremely excited about, and passionate about having, you can learn something from. You can experience drama and highs and lows, and that's what's great about cue sports.
Right.
So.
But there is an electricity in the air in this room. It's just, I don't know, and maybe it's the fact that we got 32 pool tables in here now, and it's the pool players are here too. It's just not the billiards, and they've been coming over and watching a little bit.
Yeah, that's been nice too. And our Carom Clash event is still going to happen today. So, we've got part 2 of our Carom Clash.
Right.
That's going to be a little bit different too. We're going to have Scotch doubles this time. Will happen today. It's going to be great. And then we're going to have, Gilbert Najim will be playing as well. So Larry played a good billiard there. And I want to say hi to Mrs. Hundley, and she's out here in Arizona too. I'm surprised. Well, she may actually be here.
I'm going to make a prediction here that Larry will not double the rail off the white. Oh, he is the white. Well, of course not. Then you
Yes.
can't double the rail off the white. Pay it.
I'm not making any bets with you, sir.
Yeah, well, very nice shot, Larry.
That
very
was
nice
very
shot.
nice. Very nice.
This could be a 3 here. This is not long enough. Well, interesting. Nipped in the bud, unfortunately. Thank God I didn't predict that one, because I would have said on the other side of the red ball. But either way, either way on that one. And, well,
Is this going up? No.
well, he didn't kiss it at least. Alfonso has a serious advantage over Larry. I think he shoots about, in terms of average, 50% better, at least what the charts tell me. But Larry's playing him very, very cautious. Unless Larry's absolutely sure he's going to make a shot, it seems. And Alfonso is, I mean, my goodness. Well, that wasn't that far away, but... Oh, my goodness. This could be such a cruel game. You hit it just perfect and you miss it by a millimeter, It's
Well, that was something that I observed as well, is that you may execute a shot well. It's not, you don't always get accolades for just the point. You'll get accolades from other players based on the shot itself and how well you executed it. You don't always have to get the point for someone to come up to you and go, "Wow, that was a great shot."
Oh yeah, it's
just lovely. That's
I mean,
getting the points like the gravy.
Right.
But knowing that you executed well is also complimentary.
Yeah, I've always never, as long as I can control the second ball, okay, that's my goal. I've played 50 points games. I've never had a kiss, okay, unless I played it on purpose. And that, is just don't kiss. If you don't kiss, you're at another level, okay? And I'm kind of weird. I actually have a goal.
You are?
Oh, well, a little bit.
Just playing.
I actually have a goal, which I failed to realize, but I've always wanted to play in a tournament and lose every game without making a point and without kissing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a record of 6-0, and I scored 0 billiards in 6 games. Now, that would get me in the Guinness World Book of Records.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think? Yes, I'm a little weird.
Quite possibly, yes.
This is a tight game, but the innings are not... certainly Alfonso, he's a 620 so far, and he's playing at, oh my goodness, 300.
Oh.
Mm-mm. Over there? Okay. Here? Mm-mm. Or the shirt.
Thank you.
I'm thinking maybe Alfonso had a big breakfast.
Oh, are you?
Well, no. I've discovered over the years that if you have a heavy meal before a match, all the blood is going to your stomach and deserts your brain. So I always make it a point to, maybe have a little bowl of soup or something like that, but not, trail mix. I used to play in golf tournaments, 36 holes, and everybody would have a big lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I was on trail mix, because you want to keep the blood in your brain so it can think. And, no, he doesn't have that. Oh, I don't know if that had been hard enough, but he might have made that if he hadn't got that kiss.
Larry's a nice gentleman. We've been, acquainted with him for, I'd say, 3 years now. We met him in 2015, and he came to play in one of the summer tournaments at $1 Million Billiards in California.
Oh, really?
Where Frederic Caudron was there, and Kyung-Rul Kim, rest in peace.
Oh, Raul Kim?
Yeah.
What? I played him in Karam Cafe.
Yeah.
And I won the leg, and I ran 2. And I forget what we were playing to, but I was lucky I made 4. But this guy, he's like, 6'3", was 6'3", something, a big guy. But he was at the table. He was Mr. Stoneface. Never smiled, but a really good player. He won a World Cup, I believe.
He was like the top, he was in the top 5 players in Korea, South Korea.
He would have ended up being, a Cadron or a Jasper.
We lost him way too soon.
Yeah, I know, way too soon. But the story is the next day, he's coming in civilian clothes with a couple of people, and I see him coming towards me, and I got this little trick I do with people where I get down on my hands and knees and try to kiss their foot. And I did that with him. And the first time I ever seen him smile, in fact, he cracked up. And for the rest of the tournament, I kind of watched him because he really impressed me with his game. Okay.
Yeah.
And for the rest of the tournament, I was watching him, and when he made eye contact, when he was at the table and we made eye contact, he'd break into a huge grin. And I heard he passed away. I said, "Oh my God, we lost." It's like when Sang Lee died so young, you know, and just we lost something that.
Three innings tied up at 5-5. I lost a friend as well. Jerry Lynn. He and his wife, and they had passed in a tragic accident on December. And very talented pool player, loving father and husband, dentist. Had a successful practice, and I just don't understand, you know. But I guess I'm just paying lip service to someone compared to you who spent 4 years going back and forth to Vietnam.
I've had, let's see if I count them correctly, I've landed and taken off from Tan Son Nhut 14 times in my life. I hate landings and takeoffs.
Ooh.
That's a nice shot for Larry. And looks like a reward. Boy, I thought I couldn't see. He was kind of blocking. Hit it good. 2. This could be really close. I mean, really close. In fact, it scored. Nice shot, Larry. 3. Maybe they finally both woken up. 9 is too early to play. It's
10 we started.
Oh, 10, but and again, I'm looking at my notes. I kind of front that Alfonso needs to win this game to get into finals. And so that's there's a little pressure there. And he's, he can. See by his body language, he's not really happy with his play. Well, he's made a lot of hits that have just barely hit. And you think, would that have made if he'd a little stronger, or would it have? I can't really tell. But yeah, he's had 2 hits on the scoring ball already, where the scoring ball is hardly moved. And there's Mike Massey. He's taking the shortcut.
I guess so. Strong, sir.
Larry is coming alive. This game means nothing to Larry other than the fact he just loves the game and loves to play.
Yeah.
He can't make but he can keep Alfonso out, and that sometimes, ooh.
Goodness gracious.
And again, I doubt.
Is he on 2?
Yeah, he's on 2,
so
and
it's 10 apiece now.
Yeah, I'd love to see him double a rail here off the yellow, but I think he's going to do that. Well, he is.
Oh, he's perfect. Oh, I think it shortened out, didn't it?
Yeah, it just an eighth of a tip more English.
It was, yeah.
Now look at again. I don't think did he hit it this hard enough? Is he going to hit this hard enough? No, and he hit it hard enough, but how can that miss? Oh, my God. he's got a nice marriage here. He looks like he's
That's good.
he's gonna have to kiss off.
He missed.
I thought it.
No, it missed.
Yeah, it could have kissed off the yellow and hit the red, but that's not how you'd play that. And Alfonso, he shot real fast. You didn't think about it, and you waited. Did he go long? Yeah. If he'd taken 5 more seconds on that shot, this is what I keep saying. Shots like that, the player assumes they're going to make it. When this is over, I'll show you a bet shot that I've taken money from, lots of great players on.
A prop shot, proposition.
It's a proposition shot. I'm going to show you a shot you can't make.
Well, 10 apiece here.
I don't.
Tied up at 29 innings.
I mean, this is. If he hits the yellow ball perfect, I'm not sure he could even score. On that one. But I hate that +2 shot.
You do.
I just hate it. Do anything but shoot that shot, especially in where that position of the ball's there. Question of strength and health, I think. Or is this another? No, it's coming in. It's coming in. Strength and health. It's got it. Come on.
Yes, but it might be frozen now.
Yeah. Well, he can shoot away from it. He doesn't have to spot them. He can play off the.
Yeah.
But he's choosing to, and the red ball goes way up there.
Yeah, it's an option.
Right. Mm-hmm. You cannot shoot into the red ball. It's tied up, 10-10.
Yes, sir. No, it's actually 11-10 now because he just.
Right, correct. Mm-hmm.
That's odd. I wonder if Alfonso's feeling any pressure here.
Oh, no, I'm sure he's.
Well, I don't know.
Well, he's not. I don't think the pressure comes from his opponent so much. Although Larry is playing him very cautious.
I think. If Larry steps up and runs another 3 or something, that's gonna kind of. See now. Okay, now, and if he'll go sit down now. And this is where you might start seeing the pressure. If Larry can, what do you see here as far as a shot?
Let me see. Look at the.
So long, short, off the red, but then where's the red going? It might hit the yellow.
I would play off.
He could see both sides of that yellow. So.
I would play off the red with no English, way up into here, and just bring it down towards the yellow. And I might even hope that I might even get the short rail for my third rail, but I would not. I don't see what he's going to go around the table off.
Yeah, he's going on the other side of the yellow.
Right, and
oh my goodness, it looks like it's going to be good, except for the kiss.
No, we'll see. That's the problem. The ball was a little bit too long, and he just the way he shot it there. There's, you saw the kiss potential, and it's a case of, again, what Conlon said, no kiss, no billiard, right? If you hit the kiss, if you shoot the shot on, you get the kiss.
Yeah.
And if,
little help.
Oh,
no.
Man, I tell you, if he'd made that could have set him on fire, Yeah, he is. I mean, if you check his average, I think he was like 640 or 620, something like that. Alfonso. And he's playing, well, I won't even mention it, but.
Well, Larry just scored.
Mm-hmm. Larry's just biding his time, and this match will go to noon. Okay. We'll go to high noon.
Hey, that clicking. Wow.
Oh, that was about an eighth of an inch away.
Didn't we see a match like it reminds me of a match we saw yesterday? Who it was just not working. Oh, Tom Rossman playing against Mason. It's just like every time.
Well, you read my Facebook post about that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I put it up this morning.
It's like, just a millimeter short or a millimeter long. Just a tough match,
Oh, yeah.
For Tom, I mean, it was the Carom Clash, and it's an exhibition, and, but they are actually going to receive some prize money.
Mm-hmm.
I think the winning team will receive $1,000.
Okay.
And the losing team receives, I think, half of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the prize fund is,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest. So,
see, now this
12-10.
This is smart because he's a little closer this way than he would the other way, But they're still out in the middle of the table. Now it's, you just, it's just so critical. You always got to shoot your masse shots, sort of, not masse, your lag shots, pretty much the same. Speed, English, all sorts of stuff. Come on, Alfonso.
That's going to back up.
That should back up, yeah. Sometimes when you get frustrated, you need to just bang them, and the screw might turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing soft, Now dropping it in, and this looks. But look, it's too soft, right?
Mm.
Look, I think it's on. Oh yeah. I think he was trying to make it, but it's awful. He left Larry, I would say, a fairly difficult shot, although he could go long rail, short rail, hit the yellow, come out of the corner, a two-rail ticky sort of. But he's going to play the round the table, just like that's, yeah, see? No chance. Even if he'd hit it good, I don't think he had a chance on that shot, without criticizing his game, Larry is a nice guy. We've had some very nice chats, and he's even pushed me around in my wheelchair once,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
And then,
For those who don't know, Dennis has been sort of... How long have you been in this chair now?
Well, only about since August or so. I broke my kneecap.
Mm.
And I can shuffle around, but I feel a little safer in it,
You said it's kind of a chick magnet.
Well, yeah, it turns out like that. It is. Larry needs to watch a lot of tapes of some really good players, because he's got a limited shot repertoire, and he needs to figure out he needs just to learn more shots, and that's the miracle of this video stuff and that you're doing and a lot of people are doing, that you can see the great players. And 30 years ago, 40 years ago, there was nothing. You had to actually see him in person, or something like that. And well, he controlled the red ball pretty good, but okay. Shut up. I gotta take this.
Take it.
What's up? I'm in the middle of commentating on a match. See, now this is 2 rails, clip the yellow, automatic.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing hard about this now. He's making it hard by going way up there. He's just making the shot more difficult. Without criticizing, well, I am criticizing his play, but for you that are watching, now if he makes this, he's very lucky.
He did make it.
Mm-hmm. But he made a hard shot harder by shooting that way. And here I criticize his shot selection, and he makes it. So I must be the idiot, right? But that's not how. Keep it simple. He could have made this one too. Look at this. I think he's long enough on here. These tables just seem to get longer and longer, sort of. It's nice. And he's got another thing. He's got to worry about the yellow, but. This is going to be an upset if Larry wins. Yeah, I thought the yellow might be a problem.
Oh my goodness, too long. This is a little unexpected.
Oh yeah.
This match.
Mm-hmm. Again, that was one of those. Well, that wasn't. It was sort of a dread cross, +2 system, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
But again, a very tough one. He hit it really good, but not quite good enough. And it'd be interesting to know what's really going through his mind right now. See, this is. Huh. How's he going to make this leg? Off the red ball, to the short rail, to the long rail, and he can't. Well, he's all right. Listen, this guy must. Look at that. Poor Larry. He got trapped. I think I know what he was trying to do there, but well, I think spinach. Yep.
Alfonso starting to bite his nails.
Oh yeah, he's been doing that for 15 minutes. He just can't believe what's happening to him. And I think it's the pressure, knowing that he's played 5 games. He's played, decent. But this is the only game that matters. No? The other one's got him here. Hear that little click, click?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take care, Baldomero. Hey, have fun in Peru.
And the thing the BWA referee said is when they do that, usually they won't make the shot either.
Yeah.
So you don't call it. And it's a really fine line. Okay.
I don't know if this is it or not.
Okay. Just watch the red here, Alfonso. Be a little careful of the red. Good hit, good hit. Is it too long? Oh, come on, red. Oh, that's the hazards of that shot.
I gotta make a call.
Okay. Am I still on? No, you got it.
You are on.
I am on. Okay. Yeah. Got to control that 2 ball. Very important. And he looks, but I'll cross table off the white. I'm not sure how this is going to Okay, pretty good. He missed it on the professional side, as Sangley would say. But I think a cross table off the white would have been a little bigger ball. 4 rails. Cross table. Just a personal opinion. And Larry looks, and he looks, and this guy's shot more lag shots in this game than I've seen in any 3 games total, I'll bet. And he looks, and he looks, and he looks. He shoots. He scores. Very good, Larry. Very nice. He is actually a pretty good lagger. He's like me. I prefer to go rail first rather than off the ball. And so you got to shoot what you prefer, you know. And what I prefer is not necessarily what everybody else prefers. He needs 2. And Alfonso needs a doctor. Oh, he needs 1. Playing for 1, Mr. Larry Hundley of Phoenix. And this is an upset. This will keep Alfonso out of the finals. He needs 1. Come on, let's go 3 and out. That's good. 3 and out is always good. Oh, look at this. Oh, my. That was a beautiful outshot. Beautiful outshot. Man, he managed this game, you know. He just managed this game a lot better than Alfonso did. And,
wow, that was an upset.
Oh, he deserved his win.
Yeah,
you know, and Alfonso was off his feet, and Larry played. Let's see, what's that? 2.5 times 17 is 34 plus 8 is 420. He played above his tournament average.
Yeah.
And Alfonso played way underneath his.
Crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. So, you know, we expected Alfonso probably to win this match, but unfortunately he will not snatch Ray Raskin's eligibility.
Yes, Ray got... I see Ray, and he's smiling. He knows that...
He's happy.
Right.
He's happy. All right, so... once again, Dennis, thank you so much. We're going to be here again tomorrow. Dennis will probably be checking in. Oh, you're just going to go? You're not going to say goodbye to all your fans?
Yes. Hasta la mañana.
Hasta la mañana. Thanks for being with us today. And yesterday and day before.
And Geraldine says I might get a chance this afternoon, too, just depending. But we're going to get some other commentators.
I'm going to try to see if Craig Powers is available.
No, Craig is in the finals.
Yeah. Okay, so,
but he's done playing. So
yeah, and I don't know if we're going to have one more prelim match here. So thanks, everyone. Don't go anywhere. The finals are coming up. It'll be a 16-player bracket, and we'll be producing that bracket shortly. Everything's going to be available. So
and there is JoJo, who, without his work,
yes,
I mean, he's one of the behind-the-scenes workers that.
Yeah, and you know what? I think they're taking donations for him at the USBA website too, because they're paying for his travel and his accommodation. But he's basically a volunteer.
Yeah.
So, whatever you guys can do for JoJo would be great, and gladly accept it at the USBA, website.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll be back. Thanks a lot, everybody, and thanks again, Dennis Dieckman.
Can I have one last word?
Yes, you can. Time's up.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Hasta la bye-bye.
I'll be back.
I tell you, this is so much fun. I've had